I'm Big B and I Brick. Welcome to another edition of the Cellar Stream. We've got some pretty big news to announce tonight, but I'll get into that later on. Big B and I Brick. Welcome to another edition. Damn, I did that again. All right. With me tonight, we have Great South Bricks, back from the dead of, he's not a seller, he's got a seller's mentality. He may be a seller again one day. Right now, he's just putting his stuff in order, live from Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
We have Coldwater Bricks, who's coming in with the Santa beard. You're in Florida, correct?
No, I'm in Alabama.
Okay, you are in Alabama. Okay, you're in Bama.
Yes.
All right. We're got the southern portion of our stream covered. We also have Donnie coming in from the Pacific Northwest, right outside of Seattle, Washington. How are you? ABC Builds, if anybody's wondering what store. And also, sorry, Coldwater Bricks for Gary. How are you, Donnie?
I'm good. Get back on here. It's been of a couple months, and just with lots of changes with family and store and everything. So
yeah,
it's
you've had
good
lots
to be back.
You've had lots going on. You want to give us a little briefing on the changes you've had?
So the biggest change is we added to our family. So I've got a newborn that's about a month old now, and so just getting back into the swing of that, and because my next oldest child is 6, so it was a little bit of a gap in there, but that was a big change for us. And then
great change. It's a great change.
Oh, it is. It's lovely, and that's why it's part of life. It's nothing better than being able to be a parent, and it's challenging at times. No kidding, but it's a great change. It's good for our family too. My older kids are loving it, and so it's been good.
Yeah, they're pretty excited to have a baby in the house and be able to to really play house.
New Lego fan to indoctrinate.
Yeah, no doubt. So do you have a, I'm just going to throw this out there because, hopefully it'll get you purchases in your store. Do you have a certain percentage of profits in your store going towards diapers?
100.
I would, 100% at this point, man. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. You put that in the comments, I'll get you a discount for sure.
Baby's got a sticky diaper to fund.
Yeah. That's for sure. It's and that's why I've been devoting a lot of time to the store and trying to stay hyped up with the big push to get more inventory. And
I wanted to. That's why I'm really glad that you're doing the 250. So I'm going to type this over here in the comments. But what we're talking about here is hashtag Lego 250K challenge.
It's a great challenge, man. It helps keep us motivated, and and
especially
fun
you,
along the way too.
I had said before to you guys in the chat when Doc and I were deep doing it. We were doing it during the holidays, and we were really both pressing that crest. We had just both gone over 100,000 bricks. We were, we flew past 150, and we were digging deep to get to 250, and it was slowly approaching the holidays, and he and I would constantly comment to each other, like, man, there's no way I'm going to keep this stuff going in the store, and he'd say to me, like, oh, I just stopped by like my little honey hole and I picked up, this and that, and now I've got enough of this to start parting it out. So I'd do the quick math, like, man, he's going to be adding like 15,000 into the store. I go and dig and see what I could get and pull out and stuff like that. And at the same time, people were playing favorites, and like people who were on Stacker would buy from me, and people who were on Team Big B were buying from Stacker to make his numbers go down. And it's good to see that it's able to be revived, and you guys are doing the same thing, especially since, and I'm going to say it again, 100% of purchases in ABC Bills are going towards baby needs a new diaper.
Yes. Bring them diapers home, man.
So, and hopefully this will also encourage like the next generation of ma and pop bricklink stores out there that are trying to push those limits to like get themselves to 100K so they can team together and do another 250K challenge after this, because you guys have already said that after you do the 250K, you guys are going to go for 500 and then maybe even $1 million. I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's gonna. I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper to get to 500, man. That's just getting a 250 has really pushed me.
Stages. I mean, it took me years.
Yeah,
but
it definitely doesn't happen overnight, and it's a lot of work. Like, I don't think people realize it's been an adjustment. I mean, just pushing, going full bore like I have. It's definitely a different pace, and the more you grow, there's adjustments that have to be made.
There's adjustments on how you store, definitely.
Yeah, I'm on the process of working on that. When you get to a point to where you have a gallon bag or more of one element, one lot, I mean, when I was smaller, I couldn't even dream of having a gallon bag of a certain small type of element,
No doubt,
when
doubt.
You're getting that much product.
So what do you do?
It changes how you buy as well. Instead of buying one or two, it changes how you buy as well. As you grow larger, you no longer want to buy just one or two sets. You hardly want to bother unless you can buy 10 or 20 of a set. At least that's what I have found.
Yeah, it's profound. Like before, it was like, yeah, I've got 3 of these. I'm going to part it out, get it in the store. I'm going to get 17 new lots. It's going to be great. Now it's like, well, if 20 new lots in the store, that's a pretty big punch on it. Like let me, I can afford, if I store it up, I can get 20 of these and it'll be so much better. So to answer your question before, Donnie, about what do you do when you get that 1 gallon bag filled in storage, where does it go next? I punched the response to it over in chat. So that's the solution when you run out of the 1 gallon bags. Right there. The 2 gallon bags. I threw it in there just because these are actually good zipper bags. The bags don't blow out, or the bags are thick, they don't blow out, and the zippers are strong. These are food service Ziploc bags, and you are going to be storing in Ziploc bags inside other containers. I highly suggest you go with a stronger, more reliable bag instead of like a little flimsy bag, because it will protect your product better. And it's made for the kitchen, which is not a pleasant, Julia Child sort of thing. It's people throwing stuff around and boiling soup going into a bag, so it can handle like
a
little long-winded.
You need a sturdy, you need something sturdy to store it in for sure.
And if you're doing Ziploc bags in containers, which is a solution for a lot of people, because it condenses down a lot more than the rigid large quart containers. You don't want a seal that's going to blow out on the top, because you don't always remember to put the bag in the zipper, or zipper part out, or however you arrange it. And someday you're just going to grab it and pull, and that thing's going to blow out, and you're going to have about 75% in the drawer and the rest just
everywhere.
Yeah, and it pays to just invest in your own infrastructure and stuff like that. Those little things actually, when it happens the second time, that's your fault.
Yeah, shame on me once. Don't do it again twice.
Oh. We got lots of folks in the chat tonight. Let me get in here. We got Just Another Brick Life, Big Sue Bricks, Brick Quest, Brick Daddy, Hoosier, W. McDine, Flash Pants, Best of, Spirit Particles. What's going on? I was talking about you, sister. Spirit Particles with getting up to 100. Xfinity 2-1, our UK brother. Missing Bricks, Port Cam Bricks. GSB's manning in there as well. Brainy Bricks, how you doing? Kittenville Brick. Ryan, how are you? How are you? Anybody else? Anybody else? Jamora, how you doing? TD Bricks, what is up? And Julia May, hello. So segue off and onto next week really quick. So we finally do have confirmation. We will have a representative of Bricklink in next week to answer questions, let us know about some stuff. We will be having the manager of customer support and also the person who is in charge of planning out. This is my words, not theirs. My understanding, this is the person who is in charge of planning out the future seller tools as a guest next week. So we will be welcoming Jacqueline, who is no longer admin Jack. She is now just full-on Jacqueline, or Jack. She is the manager. She is in charge, and she is a major decision maker there. So I would be remiss if I was untruthful saying that it behooves us to play nice, and maybe our suggestions will be taken well in future tools that will be implemented on Bricklink, and it'll make everything all hunky-dory and happy, and our woes will go away. So basically with that, don't be a dick. Talking to everybody out there, not just the guys in the room, you know, like, just play nice. Like, this has never happened before. They've never, that I know of, come onto a live show to talk to people. I have actually asked her not to advertise it that much on Bricklink because I want to have her to come in and be comfortable and not have any pressure to get a smooth run full, so that we hopefully have a repeat performance on it. You know, it would be great to have, you know, that type of person come on.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to be some huge deal and it go bad and it never happen again. I would rather it be, you know, mediocrely popular with very happiness from them and us, and it happen repeatedly and grow.
Mediocre.
In other words, don't be a Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my favorite part. Let's see. Oklahoma. Let's see. Be ready for an influx of orders when you hit the mark. That's very true. But always remember that it's not just quantity. It's also, or it's not just the quantity of the number of bricks. It's also the quantity of number of lots. So as you grow, you can't just go and, I mean, you could be that guy that is just pick a brick wall and that's it, ever, the pick a brick wall. And if you go 6-month average, you're going to be waiting 3 to 4 years for you to get a lot of sales, but then you'll get a lot of sales after that. If you go cheapest possible everywhere in the world on it, you're shooting yourself, because people will push just and do the same thing you are and run it to the bottom.
Yeah, you don't want to race it to the bottom, man. Gotta break the system.
Race to the bottom is an evil thing, and then there's people that are out there ready to pick up the pieces when it hits the bottom and reset it. So just be aware of that. I recently, I had told you guys about this in the chat. I recently had an element that raced to the bottom, and I picked it up when it hit the bottom. It was an incredibly unpopular element. Nobody really saw a use for it. I did. When I picked up a lot of it. Yeah, a couple hundred. Not, you know, a lot, but for the piece, it's a lot. And it sat for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. And it recently was purchased by somebody who is actually going to be using it for the exact same intent that I had envisioned it being used 4 years ago, without me ever advertising it on Instagram. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice to see when you get a vision for a piece, and then somebody runs with it, or you as a builder can run with it, and just it catches like wildfire.
And after they purchased the piece, I was chatting with them, and I went and checked Bricklink really quick to see what was still available of that element, because there's always a wave that happens after a builder or a creator does something and it's popularized and people see an element that nobody's ever used before, and people are like, oh, that's cool, I want to use that. So I went and checked on Bricklink, and there was another 175 available in the US for 20 cents less than I had just sold them for. So not necessarily a markup as far as a profit on it, but I went and got them, and I told the original purchaser that if they needed more, that I would sell them to them at the said price that they had purchased the other ones for with no problem, and they had no problem with that either. And they knew where they were if they needed more and ran out, and they didn't have to go and run to find them. I agreed not to release the piece and enter it into the store until they showed pictures and they were done building. But if they don't buy any more, I've got 175 of an element that there's only 90 of more available in the US or in the world. And I can figure out what to do with it. If somebody else tries to do
Any idea? Any idea on when they're gonna be done? And you got my curiosity piqued.
Nope.
When this,
nope.
No
idea.
Okay.
No idea. And I'm not going to show the piece, because I don't want to spoil what they're doing, because I like what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I respect that. That's why I was asking if you had a time frame or whatever, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Now you just need to do the same thing with the Big B splat.
Yeah, I'll figure something out for that. But we were talking, like, it's not, the profit that comes from that is minuscule. It's a $100 profit on it, even with the extra parts. $100 profit over the whole thing. But it's recognizing a part. There's a certain amount of pride in recognizing a part and seeing something for it, and everybody else just overlook it, and then all of a sudden, like, somebody else sees the exact same thing that you saw in it, and, is able to create what you saw, because I'm not a creator.
What's the old saying? Great minds think alike. There you
go. So yeah, okay, thank you, Coldwater. So a lot of people do make a selling practice of just doing pick a brick wall. That is a very, very, very common selling technique, because you're able to get a lot of Lego cheap and in quantity, But there's a lot of people that can do that as well. So it's a race to the bottom if you don't watch yourself. I've talked about that before with the 1x3 tan plate. Shiny Bricks, how are you? Just Another Brick Life, welcome. You guys have anything else to say, or? We started off pretty strong for about 20 minutes there.
Well, I'm retired, so I haven't really bought any parts.
What's with all the drawers that are pulled out?
Though I am taking out parts and sorting them to build with.
Gotcha.
And it is taking forever. Because while they're already sorted, they're not sorted for building. I gotta know exactly where they are. It has to be easy to get to. I don't want to have to look it up every time. Look for a
now,
part.
how do you sort different from building versus selling? Just you personally.
Selling, I just go by the drawer number, like A15 is, has 20 1x2s and reds in it.
Sure.
But then if I want 1x3 reds, I'd have to go somewhere else over here or something like that. But what I'm doing now is like, this is all my 2x4 plates. Instead of them being all scattered throughout, I'm doing it like this. And then
that's how I do it as well, but with sublocation.
Yeah. Well, I'm putting them all together, but then like the really, really commonly used parts, like maybe like landscaping colors, like greens, browns, and stuff, I'll sort by color after I sort by part. So kind of know what I'm doing.
No, it's more of you're doing the transition of the same thing as what creators do. You know, they're sorting by element that they're going to use it as instead of completely separating it out. Like, here's where all of my 2x plates are going to go. Here's where all my 1x plates are going to go. But I'm going to put my 1x1s and my 1x2s over here, and maybe, you know, a little thing for 1x3s.
Yeah, I found out the way that I build is not the same way I like to sort. I like to build with all the one color of all the elements together. So sort by color. And I don't like to actually sort like that, but I'm going to have to if I want to start building.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to be searching all over the place.
It's hard. It's hard to build out of a store.
Yeah.
You do have to do sort of the brick stock method.
Oh,
yeah, that's the only way I know what I've got to work with. And if my kids are looking for certain things, then I've got to look it up for them. And otherwise, I have no idea.
Did anybody else take advantage of the deal over at Mills Fleet Farm? Yes, I'm still trying to get a deal with them for sponsorship, which means discounted shipping. Yes, that's why I keep bringing it up. No, I'm not getting anything yet.
I would look at that website every day, man. I almost pulled the trigger on buying a ton of them. I just
$13 is tough.
Yeah, you can't beat that price.
I ordered 3, and then I turned around and ordered 3 more. That's too good of a deal to pass, even if you don't really need them right now.
I don't need them, and I bought 5 more. I've got 2 empty 60 drawers, and I just bought 5 more. And the week before, I had picked up a 39 and 5 18 drawers from them. I've gotten at least 50 from Mills Fleet Farm so far. And the reason why I do keep going back and talking about it is because when I bought them from Amazon, it was a crapshoot on how they would show up, because sometimes it would just be this thing thrown into a box by somebody, not a company. Not that there's anything wrong with Amazon, but when you are dealing with sometimes just anybody, they're just getting rid of it. I got a stack on that had the tabs welded to the wrong side from them, and all the ones that I've gotten that have been broken on the sides all came from Amazon.
Crazy.
Yeah, I definitely restocked with the 2 orders from Mills Fleet Farm. I have enough bubbles of the big bubbles for the next 6 months now, and not in like little onesie twosies. Like, I've got strands; they're like 100 long now.
Wow.
It's nice, when you're a cheapskate like me and you're reusing packing supplies like that. It's those little things that's a big deal to me. Like 100 long strand. Like, I don't have to go and like fiddle through the onesie twosies and try to like make my order that I'm packing look professional. I don't want it to look like I'm using secondhand packing supplies when I do. That's why I no longer use old Lego bags. That's why I no longer use, really Ziploc bags from other people.
Yeah, I thought about using the Lego bags because when I parting out so many sets, I'm like, oh man, I should reuse these for something. But I just chose not to, because it's all about image when you receive that order. Do you want to make sure you're presenting yourself well?
I had in the past used those bags because I had received orders from people that had, the professional system of heat shrinking, where they had, these 2 bags where they filled one end and they just poured the pieces in there, sealed, poured the pieces in there, sealed. And at the end, your order was like this bandolier of pieces, and it was pretty cool. And, the hippy dippy side of me that, wants to reduce, reuse, recycle was just like, yeah, I can reuse these Lego bags. It'll be great. They're this right type of plastic for sealing. I had an old Seal-A-Meal thing that I modified to be able to heat sink the bags. But, you know, in the end, it was just, I got a couple messages from people that the heat seal didn't seal as well as I had hoped. And if I get 1 or 2 messages back on it, it probably happened a lot times more than that. So.
Yeah, there is.
I find the best bet is I use the Hobby Lobby bags.
Yeah.
I go get the jewelry bags, and it's a little bit of an expense, but you know, it really looks professional.
Yeah.
I like
if you're going to do it, do it. You know, like get the right bags, get a sealer.
Yeah.
Make it do what it's supposed to do. Don't, you know, jury rig it like I did.
Well, the Hobby Lobby bags are self-sealing.
Okay.
They're the like the Ziplocs.
Okay.
These.
Right. That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's them.
Okay.
So I've not had a single one self-seal, but they do work pretty well.
Right. Well, they come in 2x3s for that's perfect for minifigs, 3x3s, all different sizes.
Yeah.
Shiny Bricks. The Pick-a-Brick wall has 2x2 red and yellow tiles. Should I pick up a large cup of each, or is it a bad deal? No, it's a great deal. You get a big cup of 2x2 tile and to put in the store. It's cheap.
Yeah, anytime you see tile,
red and yellow aren't going to be super popular. The 3 colors that are on the wall right now in 2x2 are red, yellow, white, LBG, and tan. So, and they've been on the wall for years. It's good to add them, but don't expect it to make a big difference. It's a Chomsky. It's something somebody's going to pick up if they need 2 or 3 of because they're already shopping in the store.
Because everyone else did the same thing you did.
Yeah.
They went to Pick-a-Brick wall.
But yeah, it's totally a good idea. All right, comments. Keep talking, guys. You're doing great. Does anybody have any, Donnie, you're in used. You got any old rescue torsos?
Old rose. I do. I don't have though. I've been all the new stuff that I'm gonna tackle. I've got nuts, man. Like you're talking about shame piles. I've got 12 pounds of figs to go through and just get right and get prepped for the store. And I know I do have rescue torsos in there. So if you message me or whatever on the side, I'll be glad to fix you up. But yeah, as soon as I get through all my new stuff, I've got a bunch of used stuff that needs to get put in the store. It's just a lot easier to do the newer stuff.
Yeah. Where would somebody reach you?
On Instagram is the best way. ABC Builds on Instagram. So that's probably the quickest response.
Questions from Best of Bricks is anybody taking advantage of the Lego Dimensions 99-cent store deals? And that's currently a $1.99 deal there. I was a big proponent of the 99 cent when it was 99 cent. And I'm not doing anything yet because I'm hoping that it'll go down.
I'm kind of afraid that they saw how quick and how massive the buying was when they were 99 cents, and so I think they decided, well, let's just raise the stakes and throw them at $1.99 and see if they fly out just as fast.
Right. So the people that are jumping all over it and paying twice as much may be causing it to go to $2.99 the next time.
Yeah, and see that's the thing. It's like, oh, well, you pay $1.99. Will you pay $2.99? Will you pay $3.99? And then pretty soon we see them at the dollar store for $5.
Yeah, but it is a business model for some people, and there's people that are putting them on Amazon, on eBay, on everywhere else, as well as Bricklink. So
yeah, I've seen them everywhere, man. I like there's several different platforms that I use, and it's funny, like the range in price. It's anywhere from $5 to just below retail, and knowing that every bit of that was $1.99, it's nuts.
yep, give it a little time, and the savages will be out, and you won't even have to worry about not having a 99-cent store in your area, because there'll be people selling them for $2.25, just to make some of their money back because they can't sell them, and then you can go in and buy them for that much.
That's like the brick boxes, man.
Yep, I almost wondered if I had, for the brick boxes this year, if I had only gone with what I had purchased online and not gone to buy the boxes from my local store, if my local store would have had them for the discount.
We'll never know.
Never know.
Unless you try again next year, and then might know.
Xfinity says, how can something be called something for $1.99 when they call it a 99-cent store? And that's because now it used to be everything under 99 cents, or everything was 99 cents. Now it's everything's price ends in 99.
So, because it's America and they can.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't know. I don't have one near me.
I don't either.
None. Arizona, California, Nevada, Texas.
So it's more west and almost Midwest.
I think there's some in Washington State, but it's in the southern part of the state.
I haven't found them. I'm not even gonna go looking for them.
I could get some, but I haven't talked to my representative yet about what their commission is on said purchases. So, but I definitely will be looking for it once the price drops.
Yeah, and there's some I've got my target set on. It's just a matter of when I want to pull the trigger on them, and looking forward to the next series when they come out, like, because there's some other nice figs yet to drop that'll probably show up in there.
Yeah. I don't know. Series 18 is going to be a little weird.
That's a different one.
Selling.
What's that?
I don't know how that's going to do with selling. It might be good, but I don't know. Would you part them out, or would you just sell them as is?
I would buy.
Or both.
I would buy and sit and wait, and at least the individual pieces. I probably would actually buy and sit for a while on that one, because historically the funky figs, the ones that have an odd head to make up a character, have always done well, but appreciated a lot more after 2, 3, 4 years. But they're also the ones that were included in re-releases. But when you're doing an entire CMF series of that style, it's going to be hard to cover with re-releases, especially since it's not holiday-based. So.
Yeah, that's a wide net to cover, man. I mean, you're not going to be able to hit all of those for sure. I wouldn't think. They might surprise us.
It kills me that the brick minifigures, the guy and the girl with the red and blue bricks.
It's a 2x3?
Yes. It kills me.
Why could they not just put them extra up on top and have them be like,
or just kind of straight the side? It kills me once. I was like, but that's that's a 2x3. You can get away with a 2x2 or a 2x4, but not 2x3.
They could have done a 2x3, and I'm thinking,
they should have done them in a 1x5.
Like he was wearing like a stretchy mask or something,
Yeah. I might as well just come out with a friction pin guy or something.
Hey, 40th anniversary, yo. Again, want to announce that next week we're going to be on. Sorry, all lazy, all laid back in the seat. Next week we're going to be on at 9, not at 8, to accommodate our special guest. As you know, we've been working on trying to get Bricklink on for quite some time, and the reasoning why we had to push is because she has her child by herself during the 8 o'clock hour, and her husband gets home at the 9 o'clock hour, our time, not their time. So we're pushing for an hour. It was an agreement we had before to try to make it work, and she accepted it. So
good.
Let's see. A lot of people will be picking up the figs and partying them out just to sell off the accessories in this one, but I haven't seen the accessories too awesome. I mean, they're cool, but there's been better.
Wait, you mean there are better accessories than a 1x1 plate?
Yeah.
In red and blue.
Blue.
And blue, yeah.
And why does the blue one have a red plate and the red one have a blue plate? There's some secret message Lego's trying to get out to us.
We're all the same.
Join together. Build the rainbow.
You know the OCD people are going to buy them both and then make them right.
Switch them. No, this was the way it was intended, damn it.
Yep.
No, inclusion only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's be diverse as long as we're the same.
Yeah. There is no firefighter fig yet. I would have liked to have seen a classic firefighter fig. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not really all that excited about the classic policeman figure. Not that there's anything wrong with policemen. Just we seem to always have policemen.
Yeah.
And it's nothing we've never seen before.
Yeah.
That's a double negative, but you know what I mean. But the little tile is kind of cool.
It is.
But still. I do like the girl with a... There's a girl or guy with a horse costume. I like that one.
Somebody call up a picture on it.
Oh, I can't.
That means you GSB. No. I guess I can't bring it up.
Let's see.
I just on his phone. Yeah, LVG tiles is definitely a go on the wall. You know, should always pick those up. That's an easy one. And Julie May, if you're going to be doing a skating hockey rink, you may want to go to check out Buildmeister's build for his rink that he did. It's just over on his Lego YouTube channel.
That guy's a good builder, man. He does some really cool stuff.
Yeah. Plus, he's a nice guy.
See his stuff. Yeah.
Have you gotten any Baby Needs New Diapers fund yet?
Let's see.
That one I like. I like that one.
We got to work that
Yeah.
fun, man. So I'm gonna take that and run with it. The Baby Needs New Diapers Fund.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully that'll be money in the bank. I'll take pity orders, any kind of diaper orders, any orders you want.
You guys doing cloth or disposable?
We are actually doing cloth, and
Really?
it is a challenge. Well, kind of. when Dad's alone with the baby, and I'm trying to figure out how to work one of the 10 different types of cloth diapers that she has, then I default to disposable because I know how that one works. I mean,
Who's in charge?
You
in charge of cleaning diapers?
we both graciously do that. So she does the lion's shares, but yeah.
We did
We're
the,
both in charge of that in our house.
homemade lotion for the diapers, and we did the homemade lotion for the wipes because we were using cloth wipes as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we were already doing cloth diapers, you might as well do cloth wipes as well.
Yeah, for sure. My wife has got the homemade soap and everything. She's on board with it.
Yeah, well, she is from Humboldt.
That's true.
I did cloth diapers with my daughter. You'll save a lot of money doing the cloth over the disposable.
Oh, it's like $2,000 a year or something like that.
Man, they put a lot. Yeah, we did disposable.
It's easy, man. It's hard to do the cloth when you're trying to make things work, but
I can't even catch up with my own laundry.
So, I think it's new colored hair here with the dark brown hair.
So what?
I was just saying, I think it's a new color to an existing element.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that. Anyway. That's...
Same?
Yeah.
Maybe they're brother and sister.
Where's the rest of them? Come back. Look at this creepy guy.
Oh, that's
like
that is one of the best ones right there.
Yeah.
So you've got a new coloration of existing element with the cloth tails.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
New color of existing element with the bow tie.
I like these.
Yeah. New element. Existing element with print with the hat, and everything else new. You know.
Yeah. I bet they'll have like a balloon stand, like sort of like the hot dog poly. I bet they'll come out with something like that eventually.
All right. So if you look at this thing very carefully, you'll notice that there's a Lego Legal bar connection where the hand is.
Mm-hmm.
Off the tail, there is the I don't know what they call that, the pin, a pin connection there on the front or in the back. But if you look very carefully at the nose, you'll notice that it rounds out like that.
Mm-hmm. Will that fit in a jumper?
I'm assuming that that's the same size as an anti-stud.
Or no, the back will fit into a jumper probably, and then the front.
Oh, no, the back will fit into the hair on a friend's.
Oh, that's not small of a pin. Okay.
That's a pin. The nose is
pin.
The nose is an anti-stud, so it'll fit on the inside of a stud.
Yeah.
Or a bar, I should say, not an anti-stud, a bar.
Yeah. Cool.
And I agree, great Patty's Day hat. So right here, new face but familiar face. New element on the top, printed legs, probably plain torso. This series, when parted out, is going to be a monochrome minifigure collector's dream, because they're going to end up being so many unprinted torsos.
Yeah.
That normally go for a couple of bucks. So
I like the printed legs as a Lego enthusiast, but as a seller, I don't really like these. I always feel like, when you actually part out the figure, I was left with the legs.
Well, it could be used partially, I guess, for people doing animation or whatever to show action on a kick. You flash that up there on the screen as you're animating it, but not a whole lot of use outside.
Or you can look at it as almost like a loincloth type thing, like the
weird decoration for people with gray legs.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Whatever.
So you've already expressed your detest for this one.
Yeah, no, it's boring, honestly.
Yeah, well,
that's printed, but
all right, hold up. I'm going to defend it. You have a new element in a new color with the balloon. You have a new element that there is 2 figures using, but is going to end up being very common with the balloon holder. Existing element in a new color with the what looks to be medium lavender hat. Existing colored or new hair in a new color, new face, new torso, and new legs that are printed, as well as a printed 2x2 brick and a printed 2x2 tile that would go with about everything. This is an awesome fig. Everything new. This is what I want to see.
Yeah, I was actually excited about that one, man, because there's a lot of potential in there. Not just as a seller, but build-wise, man. That thing's got so much potential.
White bar is going to be crazy popular for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, together, I don't like it, but if you look at all the elements separately, yes, some good stuff in there.
I mean, this is young girl hair. It's good to actually see a hair for a child that's represented as a child and not could also go towards women. Of course, on the flip side of this, we're going to end up seeing this hair in people's strip club mocks too. So,
and their brony mocks.
Yeah. Brony? How are you going to see it in brony mocks?
I don't know.
This is a brony set though, or a brony series.
Yeah. This is kind of cool, but I'm not too excited about it, even though it is pretty cool.
Wings, same color, same as what we've already had.
Mm-hmm.
New face, which can go outside of the dragon too.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the headpiece, by
That's
itself.
a cool looking headpiece.
Yeah, by itself, it'll be cool, man. There's different themes for everybody. This one only fails on one aspect, which is the wings have been used, and they were used in the series 14.
Yeah, something like that.
15.
Wait, was that the Halloween?
Little
Devil
trick or
child.
treater.
Yeah, the imp or whatever they called it. Anyways,
Damien. So here is the worst.
Yeah, I think we all have that in a big 50-pound bucket somewhere.
I have all of those pieces except for the 1x2 tile.
I do like that. That is really cool.
It is really cool, and it's nice to see if you're a classic Lego fan and you build with those heads, those are the ones you do, and you're into that. This is a great fig for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't have faded police uniforms now. You've got guys and gals that are graduating straight from the academy with freshly pressed uniforms.
Yeah.
Aren't there only going to be one per box though? Is that what I heard?
For this one?
Yeah, I thought I heard something like that.
God, I hope so.
That's what they're claiming, one per box.
I'm a lot better with it now. All right.
I am not impressed.
You've got 4 out of 6.
I mean,
that tile is gonna be nuts though.
I don't know.
What's that? The tile?
Yeah.
Oh, the cop? Yeah. So I'm disappointed on this one solely because of the accessory.
Yeah, they could have come up with something a little cooler.
Just give me another color. You don't even have to print it. Just give me another color. Make it trans black.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Give me that, because you've had transparent spiders before. In trans blue and trans red.
They have them in one of the greens, don't they?
Oh yeah, neon green as well.
Yeah.
As well as flat silver. All right, so looks to be pearl gold hat. Again, new hairpiece because it's got a pinhole in it. You got a Benny head. And a torso that's covered with cake or, maybe, I don't know, whatever. Shooting range for splat.
Yeah.
I would have rather seen this torso without the icing on it. I think it's a great torso without the icing. And I'm excited about the cake piece, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the cake piece is cool, but they gypped us on the legs. The big accessory thing that he wears, but no legs.
Oh, yeah. Well,
assuming.
at least, but I believe there's a for this and the other one, there's a new piece in there that's like a torso to plate conversion. Isn't it a? Isn't there a 1x2 modified plate or tile, whatever the heck they're going to call it, with a bar sticking out of the middle of it?
I'm not sure.
I think there's a new piece rolling out.
Oh, isn't it the 1x3 with a jumper?
Not the 1x3 with two jumpers. Yeah, it's a 1x2 with a bar sticking straight up out of it.
Will the hair and hat be one piece, or will that be two pieces?
It's two pieces. So those are just like the little Friends hats that have been in quite a few. They've been in medium azure and bright light orange, and maybe
lavender,
magenta.
One of the pinkish colors, yeah. I like the bow tie. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
has little mini figureheads on it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way cool. It would have been it would have been even better if it didn't have those splat things all over it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see that torso in a future something or another. Instead of him being zombified, it'll be pre-partied. All right. So yes and no.
I want to know how those arms are connected.
Oh, it's going to be like the Nexo arms.
Oh, the little pin holder or whatever.
Yeah, not with a pin. It'll fit into a regular arm, but they're just modified.
Right. I was trying to find one, but I can't. Oh yeah, I got one right here. Yeah. I mean, fill in the cactus and just put it like a desert mock would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be, but facing one direction, etc. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Sacrifice the torso and able to, make the arms on there. All in all, good except for the legs, but we've got a lot of unprinted legs in this one that sort of, goes along with it. So you're dealing with a 35-cent piece that's got a history for the legs.
I like non-printed legs, but
a good female head that's going to run probably an extra quarter than a male head.
Yeah.
So, seriously. All right. Chima.
This is honestly, this is just, is that an older person? Supposed to be like an older lady in there? You see the gray eyebrows?
Are you saying this is like a cougar reference?
Maybe, because look at the gray eyebrows.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool head.
Sorry.
I'll give it that. It's a new color to the fish, which is good to see. It's always good to see elements like that come in, especially aquatic colors that works with realism. This is an existing piece in a new color for the tail. But it'll appeal to a lot of people.
Thundercats. But with a collar.
Yeah, Gator's saying
geriatric Thundercats.
Yeah, Gator's saying back on the cactus, and I thought about this too, but I didn't want to say it with the arms. Those arms are a whole separate element that will do well on their own, removed from the body.
Yeah.
I'll probably rip and strip a couple of that figs earlier on just to sort of
just see what happens.
See what happens, set a pace, see what happens.
Let's see here. Oh man, I'm mixed about this. This reminds me of like little cars you stick a quarter in front of the grocery store and it rocks back and forth.
Right. So the fig as a whole is, you got a printed helmet. That's nice. I actually like the printed arms on this one because it strip them off and put them on some other racer figs as well, because they need to have, they need to be emblems everywhere. And take the car and put it, like you said, in front of a grocery store.
Yeah.
I like it. I
wonder what it would look like with the little, the really small minifigures, the little statues. I wonder what the scale is with that.
It'll probably look like Barbies riding in a car.
Heck yeah.
But the only thing I'm disappointed in this is the visor.
Is that trans black?
I think it's trans clear.
Oh,
yeah, it looks trans.
It's hard to. It's hard.
But
to,
even if it was trans black or trans yellow or trans red or trans light blue or trans dark blue or,
do something.
Give me white. Give me a color that you've never officially run with before.
Yeah.
Give me a white visor.
You think those turn? I don't think they do.
I hope they do.
That'd be awesome.
I really hope they do. I hope that these are actually those are skateboard wheels, man.
Are they?
Those are skateboard wheels.
I see a slot car mock.
Yep. Pop that thing open. See what's under the hood.
How do I pop that thing up and see what's
The thing over in the bottom left-hand corner, right-hand corner.
right here?
Yeah, make it big.
Sorry,
I missed my Super Troopers moment. Enhance.
Oh yeah, you should have said enhance. I would know exactly what you were talking about.
Enhance.
You gotta make this noise though. Enhance. Enhance.
Isn't that wider than the skateboard wheels though?
I do not believe so.
Let's see. Oh, sorry, hold on. Oh Lord, what's going on?
Can you scroll over just a little bit?
Hey, what is the? I am messing everything up. Hold on.
Hey man, you're doing better than I would. I can't even bring the picture up.
I was trying to bring up, see what the number for skateboard wheels were, so I can see if they're actually.
I can do that for you.
Well, why didn't you read my mind?
Sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Sure. Go.
These should be hitting the stores pretty quick, shouldn't they?
2496.
What is
They
it?
come out in April.
2496.
All right, bear. Well, I mean, since you already got it pulled up, I mean, do they look alike?
Yeah,
they definitely are the same thing.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back to it again.
It just has like the indented.
The thing that's what made me tee off to it was the Lego emblem on the Lego logo on the inside of
on the inside.
Yeah, I like that car. Not a fan.
I just wonder if it seems like that. I mean, it's all perception, but it seems like that car's wider than the skateboard.
I don't know.
The car is probably wider than the skateboard, but the wheels, I think, are the same ones.
Okay.
This kind of looks like, zooming in, it looks like trans black.
Well, even that's still a color we've had.
Yeah, I mean that's still. Anyway,
I hold Lego to a very high standard when it comes to CMFs. I want to see stuff that we haven't had before. I want to see them introducing elements. I want them to shine. This is the team that, everybody is basically into no matter what they build. Everybody collects CMFs. I want these guys are the A team. Love the head right there.
Yeah.
That's a great head. That is a great flower piece that's going to go so well with just tons of things. The flower pot. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is going to be the Rocket Boy of last series.
You can use this for a lot of things.
So you're saying this one should not be torn apart in your book?
Who, me?
Donnie.
Oh.
I'm not saying it shouldn't be torn apart, but I was more referencing that that fig is going to be the one that's going to be hard to find. Like that's the one that people are going to go to the stores and strip out of the boxes before everybody gets a chance to. That was more where I was going.
But people should be aware that if you scroll down to where the legs are, all right, you've got legs on this. So now you've got to imagine the connection point, and the connection point is up near the top. So this is a wearable piece.
Mm-hmm.
That this is not an empty pot. You have got, you know, 2 awkward holes in there that you might be able to stick an upside down plate in. You know, or stick a plate through the bottom and maybe get a partial connection, but not a lot of clutch power.
Yeah.
Yes, Ralph. Almost all of these pieces like that are the 2-2 style, where they connect in between the torso and the legs.
I like this one.
All right. So.
Except for the centaur thing going on here.
Well, it's going to be popular.
Yeah.
The hat, I believe we've had in this color for this style. It's a cool head on this one.
Oh, I thought it was wearing like a tank top type torso. That's actually bright orange.
Right.
I'm sorry, bright light orange.
So that's good. We've I think we've only had that in the past. Pretty rarely, maybe the Bumblebee girl.
Yeah.
I like the horse piece. I know a lot of people don't like the horse piece, but I'm a fan of it. The only thing I don't like is that it goes around the neck.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I wish it was more like the car.
You know, I wish they instead of
should.
an existing element for the tail, that they would have figured out a conjoined piece for this, so that it would have had the same sort of appeal as the car does.
Yeah.
You know, where you could stick it outside of a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That torso looks pretty good too.
Yeah, there's a pretty cool torso. It almost looks like a shout out to Toy Story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, let's see. Where is that button? Next. Now, I kind of do I like the torso.
Again, every single thing about this fig is awesome.
That's cool right here.
Yeah, Series 16 shout out.
Isn't this a rehash though? Haven't we seen something like that?
You've seen the same bow pattern.
Yeah, but not with like the polka dots.
The print on the bow is the same that comes out of the Friends sets.
Yeah, I have some around here. So.
Right, but the polka dots new.
Yeah. And this you can use that for anything that you can imagine.
Oh yeah.
Maybe windows. If you want to do like a micro scale thing, or it can be a bow.
And again, these are molded legs instead of printed legs. You got printing on the toe, but it's molded dark blue, then yellow, and then dark blue, which means that from behind, the minifigure has on pants and is wearing shoes. That was one of the biggest complaints that Lego got about Series 12 or 13, the male lifeguard.
Yeah.
Was that on the front he was fully dressed, and from behind he had on a thong.
That's funny. Cool hair, cool head, cool torso.
Always good to get printed kids or printed kids' faces, and one with glasses is even better, especially with a modern day sort of rim color, and can definitely be used for boy or girl.
Looks like a little hipster.
And again, minifigure heads on the torso.
Yeah.
This is definitely K-Fall Kid right here. I'm a big fan of both the balloon carriers. All right, we're already over, so rush it. Let's get this one. All right. A lot of people don't like this one, but it's a brony. And
it is
a shout out to Castle, and it's a shout out to so many things that Legos had to shy away from.
Brony, Castle, Halloween,
but
Elves, whatever.
As a seller, it fails on one accessory and the horn. The white horn was so incredibly popular of an element. The white horn would sell for, in its heyday, like $1.50, because one, somebody lost it, or two, they were reusing it for like some Cheech and Chong mock.
And that's it.
All right. Bones, you already established a price for the policeman yet? No.
Stop Sharing.
The part is going 2x2 tile with Series 1 CMF on print. It's going to be a crapshoot when this comes out because it's going to appeal to some, not appeal to others. I like it. I'm a huge fan of CMF series that are actual Lego CMFs and not some paid product from Warner Brothers that's, you know, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, that Warner Brothers is just an albatross all around Lego's neck right now. I mean, they're probably contracted for I don't know how many more releases, but I'm done with it. I am done with it. There's only so much you can throw at me that it's somebody else's theme that's coming across so forcefully.
Well, you definitely don't get the creativity and the variety that you so desperately need with the original CMF figs, you know.
Always nice to see everything new on all the figs. We can't have it, but it's nice to see it.
Yeah.
But these ones will be really difficult, like I said, to price out because you have so many figs that have plain torsos, plain legs, and accessories that's just a plate. Everybody's going to go, not everybody, a lot of people are going to go buy cases. And then from there, you know, you got to fight your own battles on what you charge. Do a little research. You know, it's always good to open up and delve a little deeper, drill down one level, as they say. To actually see what your data is instead of just taking, you know, the aggregate and seeing what that is and running with it. There's something to be said for plain torsos without arms. This Series 18 is basically going to expose that market. So I'm not too worried about it. But plain torsos, no arms, no print, they're like a $2 item because people want torsos to go and build monofigs. Monofigs is a really, really big market. Do you guys know about any of that, or?
Oh yeah, it blows me away. Like the market price.
I just exposed something I shouldn't have, and I should have kept that quiet.
No, I mean it's gonna go however it's gonna go, you know. But
you guys want a safe word when I start doing that? Just say Pasadena. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Say Pasadena. If I'm starting to talk about something that I'm letting the cat out of the bag that I shouldn't be, just call me on it. I'll stop talking. I'll recognize that.
It's not really something that I'm that knowledgeable about. I normally on CMFs, I normally don't part them out. Now I will on city sets part those out, but on the CMFs I normally leave whole. But that's something that I probably do need to change.
If you're willing to wait it out, I'm not trying to discourage you for the sales on my part. I'm just being perfectly honest. If you're willing to wait it out, the return on CMFs is greater than it was when they were less popular. So I'm able to go and look, and I buy my cases of figs, and I part them out in brick stock, and I part them out fully in brick stock, and then I save those as a file. And then I've got a file that I can use as a master and look at 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, just as a reference to where it was then, since Bricklink only saves 6 months worth of data. And the price when a fig first comes out is usually one of the high points for that fig. Once it's decided in the first couple weeks of availability of how it's going to run, and then it's going to go downhill from there. And it used to be figs would hit the bottom and some of them never recover. Famously like Skydiver Dude. And then eventually they'll start to rise back up. But that time in between the lull and the rise has shortened because so many people are fully stripping out their figs, where before it was almost a no-no, because the figs deserve to be whole or something like that might have been the mentality. Now it's coming back quicker. And like I said, I've got that file to go refer back to see where they are.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's a much wider market, and that has helped narrow that gap tremendously.
And Brick Daddy commented, plain torsos for printing on. No, actually, a lot of places that print torsos have a process to wipe the figs that doesn't do damage. I'm told through Bones, who's in there in the chat right now, that I believe he said the best way that he had tried it before was to use an eraser and only swipe in a single direction. So instead of just going back and forth and rubbing on it and creating a lot of friction, you only do one swipe, and that is, it makes sense the way that it was explained to me. And then people print on them that way, because it's expensive to get a plain torso, and it's really easy to go and pick up, 300 Tima torsos that nobody wants. So they go and they search by color, and I've seen this in the past many times. So
paint stripper works very well.
Well,
that.
Yeah, but that changes the composition of the element. So,
yeah, the element disappears.
Yeah, I think most people that do the strip for printing it's a mechanical soft process.
Yeah.
Also, Bones is saying pick a fig at the Lego stores helps those figs remain less likely to stay together. That's very true as well. A lot of people thought that the pick a fig table would be the bane of the CMF market, but in reality, it's been very beneficial, to be honest with you. I've been able to go and source torsos and legs and heads off of the CMF table way back when I was in Seattle and had access to 3 local Lego stores to work my magic that Donnie now has. I was able to take these figs that I had ripped apart from series 12 or 13, and one element was crazily popular. I was able to go and grab as many of those elements as I needed to put that fig back together, meaning take all the elements that had been separated and put them now into one bag that's shared. I mean, they weren't used or played with or anything. It's just shifting around from virtual locations, and reassemble the fig and move the parts that had not moved from that fig. Most famously, Dino Hunter. The female Dino Hunter with the olive green legs with the side pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I parted out in about 200 of those because Haley Bricks was looking for those legs. I thought that hair would be very popular, and it turned out not to be. And I thought that the dark brown with yellow arms would be very popular because it was and they weren't. And a scarred up female face is a lot less popular saying it out loud than what reality is. So sometimes they bite you, but that's all right.
We all have those ideas that sound good in our head.
Well, I'm using this sort of as a word of warning. Like this, I did this during my first year. I was all about trying to be a source for the community and helping people get this and helping people get that. And I went out and got all these figs because I knew that somebody from the community wanted them and needed them. And turns out now I found better ways to do it, and know that if I bide my time, that it's going to show up somewhere. So I don't necessarily go crazy for one minifigure anymore. It's always nice to see people do that, though.
Yeah.
917.
Oh, all right. Thank you. All right.
Keep us on task.
No. I appreciate it. I ran way over. Accidentally. Okay, so Bricksmith has a show that began at 9 p.m. He's going to be running at 9 p.m. on every Sunday night. I let him know about our time change. I believe he's going to be running at the same time. I apologize to him and let him know that we've been working on this for a while and it's sort of a prearranged deal. But I apologize, Julian. No malice intended. This is a big guest for us, and it's a big deal for the show. And hopefully it'll be a big deal for the community if we're able to pull this out.
I'm sure he understands.
I hope so. I'm sure he does. All right. Closing out. Need 5 more minutes to avoid commercials. Yeah, we're also running right into zombies too. Head to head with The Walking Dead. All right, Great South Bricks. Our former seller, current creator on he's our creative correspondent, senior creative correspondent.
Go to GreatSouthBricks.com and get disappointed.
Store's closed. If you knew of anything that was in the store that you're interested in, that you might be able to get a hold of them. If not, Fubricks is going to buy them out. Most likely. That's why all these drawers are pulled out right now, because he's getting out what he wants, and then Fu will inherit.
I'm getting everything out.
Fu will buy a store. Donnie?
Even Galador.
All hail Galador.
Yes.
Donnie?
Oh, speaking of that, you're not the only Clickets
I know.
fan.
I've been looking at that.
Yes, so you're not flying solo. I'm not gonna get in a bidding war with you, but my daughter loves it. So
I'm just doing it for fun, brother.
Yeah, man, my daughter loves it. So I had to fend your Clickets.
I've been burned on Clickets by a fellow YouTuber in the past. So I had clued in a fellow YouTuber way back when, dude over in the UK, that the theme existed and these elements existed, and they were really cool for little girls, and you could get pieces that they could put in their hair and then build Lego off of. Told him the store I was going to buy them from, told him the price, told him the quantity, told him everything about it. This is like a post show on the Saturday stream. Dude went in and purchased them before I did, and then his excuse was, well, they were cheaper here and I'll have to pay less VAT. And the other store that had them were like 3 times more. And I was like,
Super swooper.
Dick move. You didn't even know about that theme. Didn't even know about that. All right.
But yes, I wear my Click badge proudly, along with my ABC Build store. Baby needs new diapers.
Hashtag baby needs new diapers.
Hashtag baby needs new diapers, yes.
Hashtag baby needs new
diapers. Well, they need diapers. Need more detergent to wash the diapers.
Yes. I'll take anything. Detergent, diapers, college fund.
Cold Water Bricks, last but not least.
Come see me at coldwaterbricks.com, and I'm wide open.
24/7.
No restrictions.
Well, lot limits. Small lot limits.
Reasonable lot limits.
Okay.
Very reasonable.
We should schedule a conversation on that in a few weeks.
I just reinstated them. I just got.
No. This will be good. Like, I would like to see. I used to have lot limits, and I'd like to see how people are running with them now. So I got rid of them after the Bricklink 2.0 update, where my sales went from like, $300 and some odd a day to 30 for months.
I had lot limits. I tried it without for about 5 days and reinstated them.
All right. We'll
talk about it later.
We'll check back with you about it. All right. Once again, you guys know the spiel. Support your Lego developers. Get out there, buy brick stock. If you sell on Brick Owl as well, go buy Brick Sync. Doesn't matter if you're not to 100,000 or whatever that limit is that they start charging you. Just do it. It's making you money. It's $5 or $10. Like, throw some money at them. keep them encouraged to keep upgrading it and keep up with any changes that may come in that may break the tool. You know, a couple bucks in their pockets is always good to encourage people that what you're doing is supported. I'm Big B and I'm Brick. These guys have entertained you at all this week. If you've learned anything new from anybody's store or anything like that, do what I did when I started doing all this stuff, when I was watching Call of Clutch's videos and all the Brickstackers videos. Just say, hey, throw an order in their store and say, thanks, I learned about this, and this is going to save me like 3-4 hours a week. So here's 10 bones, 20 bones to make up for it. I was pretty obvious when I did it because I told them, hey, thanks for teaching me about this shit. That's all. That's it. That's all. I'm Big B. Brick. Thanks for joining.